At 20 years old right now, why should a woman go on a date with you?
I don't know.
You don't even know. What does that tell you, bro?
I need to keep working.
Not just keep working, you just start working on the right shit. You got to get serious about your entire life. You're living with your parents. You're not making any money. These girls are not finding you attractive. I'm looking at you. You got a nice facial structure, but your glass is big as hell. Are you cross-eyed?
Yeah, my eyes. So basically how it goes is my eye right here, it's like it goes to the side. Like I look one direction and then my eyes, like my vision's kind of like, it's funny.
Can you fix it? Is it possible?
I mean, it is. I'm sure you can get like LASIK.
Will LASIK fix the eye?
I don't know, but I was thinking about getting LASIK.
I know there are procedures to fix a lazy eye.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got something pretty good, man. We got pretty much a brother, man, who's giving other men, some bad advice. I ain't going to say all the time. I'm not going to say all the time, but he is giving somewhat of bad advice. And this is where people in this space, people, who do this content, this is where we start to get a bad name, get a bad rap for ourselves. Because once again, this is why it's like for this community, for Red Pill, Manosphere, whatever, you have to be on your ish, right? In my opinion, you have to be on your ish if you're in this space, meaning that you shouldn't be scamming, you shouldn't be, on BS, you shouldn't be lousy, you shouldn't be, you should want to be motivating. You should always strive for perfection. Now, are you always gonna get perfection? No, but if you shoot for the stars, you might land on a cloud, right? So that's better than nothing. But when you have these guys who are gurus, you have these guys who are in this space, I'm gonna just be honest with you. A lot of these guys who are talking about some of this stuff, such as your Myrons, your Fresh and Fits, and all of them, a lot of these guys, you could tell, like, okay, you really wasn't getting none back in the day. There's no way in hell you was getting some cheeks back in the day. There was no way in hell you were getting buns like that, the way y'all talking about it back in the day, because there's just no way. There's just no way, not the way y'all act, not the way y'all move. There's just no way. So, of course, you're going to see a lot of guys who talk about this stuff, right? Who try to be gurus, like y'all see the Black Guru or something. In my opinion, he had to been lame in school. He had to been lame in school, because you could just tell. You just look at the vibes. You could just tell about what he does and how he does it. Like, bro, like, nah, bro, like, you probably been lame your whole life. And it's not knocking people down, because at the end of the day, they are trying to give a good advice, and they all coming from the same place that we're coming from. But at the same time, I wouldn't truly say that they're coming from the same place, because once again, they say certain things that just doesn't make any sense. That if you are in this space, for a fact, that's not something that you should be saying. That's not something that you should be saying. So of course you got this brother here who is once again trying to give advice to this young guy, right? Who you can tell, man, he doesn't look appeasing. It doesn't look like he can get any. But at the same time, right? It's always about confidence. That's number one. And number two, if you are on your grind, there's a woman out there that will notice that. That's just a fact. They will be out there to notice that. And it's going to be up to you, as they come in droves, is for you to pick them out. Nah, wrong, lazy, no, pick up, nope. You're going to have that option to be able to pick. But of course, when you look like you ain't never hit the gym a day in your life, you got one eye looking the other way and the other eye looking the other way, you already at a deficit, bro. You're already at a deficit. But to go over here to a person who is talking on relationship advice, the only one who ever really nailed that was Kevin Samuels. So then, once again, you have you guys who show up like Black Guru. You have guys like him. Now, once again, I'm not saying he's all bad. Black Guru, But I'm not saying this guy's all bad. But once again, you have these guys who pull up, who say some of the craziest of things. And then, once again, we all just like, okay, hold on. And this is where we get the bad rap. This is where we get the bad names. Well, you got people, man, who are in this space who are really faking. They never really got no buns like that. Like when Fresh said he had 5,000 bodies, like, come on, man. Come on. But yet you have a whole nation of men right behind you, following you, listening to you. And they're trying to take your advice. They're paying top dollar to listen to you talk about women that you probably never really had. But I mean, hey, let's go ahead and look at this video.
At 20 years old right now, why should a woman go on a date with you?
I don't know.
You don't even know. What does that tell you, bro?
I need to keep working.
Not just keep working, you just start working on the right shit. You got to get serious about your entire life. You're living with your parents. You're not making any money. These girls are not finding you attractive. I'm looking at you. You got a nice facial structure, but your glass is big as hell. Are you cross-eyed?
Yeah, my eyes. So basically, how it goes is my eye right here. It's like it goes to the side. Like I look one direction, and then my eyes, like my vision's kind of like it's funny.
Can you fix it? Is it possible?
I mean, it is. I'm sure you can get like LASIK.
Will LASIK fix the eye?
I don't know, but I was thinking about getting LASIK.
I know there are procedures to fix a lazy eye. So that's something that I would be trying to get a better job, put some disposable income towards, because that'll enhance your appearance drastically, bro.
So how's my hair? Is it bad or?
You got to work on everything.
Got you.
You got to fix your eyes. You got to get some more money. You got to get in shape. If you have a lazy eye, and it can be fixed, what you need to be focusing on is fixing it. So get to work, man. I don't know who's around you, what your environment is like, but they're not telling you the truth right now. Yeah. Got to wake up.
My biggest flaw, I ain't gonna say flaws, but my biggest flaw, right? Even though we all got flaws, but my biggest flaw, my biggest insecurity growing up is these two yellow stains. Hopefully y'all can see that. Right? Hopefully I can see that. I might be able to see it, but I got two stains on my teeth that I've always had my whole life. I think it's like, I forgot what it was, man. But regardless, man, something that I developed when I was little. And guess what? When I went to middle school, because I told you middle schools are very diverse. You're talking about a middle school full of kids from the projects, the suburbs, the hood, trailer parks, whatever, right? They all come together. They all come in one. Best believe, right? Best believe the people that look just like me from the hood was exposing my insecurity. Right. And guess what? I lived with it. And guess what? And even when I was younger, because I had this type of mindset, because it's like, I'm tired of getting picked on. Instead of learning how to defend myself, instead of learning how to work on myself, I said, you know what? Let me take the easier way out. Let me see if I can get my mom to sit over here and help me see if we can get this thing off my teeth. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do that. I want this stuff off my teeth. It got so bad to the point where I would wake up in the morning, right, before I go to school. And I'm talking about I would brush, and they would say you supposed to brush your teeth for a minute. I was brushing my teeth for at least 10 minutes to try to get that shit off. Still couldn't. Fast forward. This is what loving yourself is. Fast forward. I'm over here, man. It's probably about 5 years ago. I ended up going to the dentist, and they said, hey, well, you know what? Hey, dude, I know you got these things on your teeth or whatever, and he told me what it was. Hey, look, we can take it off for you if you want to. You just got to sign papers, yada, yada. I told him no. I said, man, nah, it's good. Number one, I'm not trying to go through all of that extra stuff. Number two, I think if they do try to get it off, your teeth, like part of what they're trying to get off is going to be wider than your teeth itself. So it's going to be like, okay, we can tell somebody try to remove something or somebody try to put some bleach on your teeth, right? So it's just like, man, look, there's no need. And I just said, man, look, it is what it is. 5 years ago, I was getting as many women as I want. I'm just be honest with you. I was getting as many hoes as I want. So once again, that's loving yourself. At some point in time, I said, you know what? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, because guess what? As I got older, they kept picking on me about it. And guess what? I didn't cry, tuck my tail, or do nothing. I didn't sit over here and get no teeth injections, no teeth cleaners, no teeth bleaching, no nothing. I said, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to just accept it and I'm going to just live with it. And guess what? I was still getting bad women. I was still getting women after women. I was still getting bad chicks. I mean, bro, I'm still getting what I wanted. That's loving yourself. Not sitting over here saying, oh, well, I have a flat booty, so let me go ahead and go over here to Brazil, or let me go ahead and go over here to, these other damn places that can give me some BBLs, that can give me a Brazilian butt lift, that can sit over here and give me some implants. Oh, I don't like how my chest looks, so you know what, let me go ahead and go over Brazil or go over whatever to sit over here and get some chest implants. Oh, I don't like how my lips look, so let me go ahead and go up to Dr. Miami so I can go ahead and get some lip injections. Oh, I don't like how my goddamn hair looks, so let me go ahead and sit over here and go to this store and let me go ahead and buy, 50 pounds of weave, right? A horsehair and all that good stuff. Well, I don't like how my freaking cheekbones look, so let me go ahead and let me go ahead and get, go to Dr. Miami, see if I can go ahead and get my cheekbones fixed. Well, you know what? Hey, I don't like it, man, how my stomach, is poking out or whatever. So instead of going to the gym to go work out and get it off and, man, do whatever it needs to take, to make sure I have a healthier lifestyle, not just working out, but sitting over here having a healthier lifestyle as far as eating, you know what? I'm gonna just go over here and go get a tummy tuck and continue to start the process over and 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 over. And these will be the same people who jump on the internet and say, you need to love yourself. What? But you don't have to? Doesn't make any sense. So when this guy sitting over here giving this dude bad advice, well, you know what? Hey, man, can you fix your eye? Can you go ahead and get that fixed? He does not need to fix that. He does not need to fix that. He needs to fix himself. internally. Yo, go get a haircut and go to the gym. He can start all of that by going to the gym. There are plenty of guys who are shredded, who might not look the best, but guess what? Because just off the strength of them going into the gym will show people he is disciplined. He is disciplined. I've seen plenty of guys, man, who got cross-eyed or whatever the hell, but they buff and shit. And you like, okay, bro, you got it, bro. You got confidence, bro. You're disciplined. You're in the gym every day. You probably sit over and knock somebody out. That is what loving yourself is. Not sitting over here going to tell this man, hey, well, you need to go get your eyes fixed. What happened if the man ain't got money? No, we're not in the economy, right? People listen to me. We're not in the economy or the right time to be sitting over here trying to fix lazy eyes, trying to fix whatever's on your body when you're making regular income, when you're making average income. That's why I said when you have guys who are in this space who are gurus, who are like this, a lot of times, they never really had the juice that they think they have, right? The type of person that they are today is not the type of person that they were some years back, right? And I know people are going to say you always change. See, for me, I've always been able to get women. I've always been able to get women, always. But I never had to change myself to get them. Never had to do any of that stuff, right? I had to change myself internally. Well, what can I do? I need to put on some cologne. I need to start smelling better. I need to start looking better, right? But not sit over here and once again change something that's a part of my body that's a mutation or whatever. I'm not like, come on, man. Unless if I have like a third leg, then I mean, hey, poor advice. That dude can definitely go to the gym, get a shape up, and call it a day. You got a lazy eye? Oh, well. If you have confidence and you know, man, you look good and you once again, you're in the gym, that alone shows that you are disciplined. The fact that he's in the gym every single day shows that he has discipline, shows that he don't really care about how his eye look. Guess what? He's gonna make it up for it in other ways. And that's by money and that's by being in the gym, right? You ain't gotta be cute in the face, man. You are a man. People, you are guys, you are a man. You don't need to be really worried about your face like that, right? Other than just keeping it up, keeping it hygiene, make sure, you know, when you wake up, you wash your face and all that good stuff. But outside of that, you don't need to be doing all that extra stuff, getting eye surgery, getting whatever. You don't need to do that. Why? Because you love yourself. So, of course, people in the comments, they crazy. People in the comments says the main thing he needed to hear was go build some self-confidence before anything. Facts. Somebody else says he don't need to fix that eyebrow. That's horrible advice. All that young man need is a haircut. So somebody else says get money. Biggie was cross-eyed and big. Still had baddies fighting over him. Facts, right? Facts. Once again, if you just work on yourself, you can get money. You just work on yourself, be disciplined, you're good. Stay in the gym, you're good. Somebody else says horrible advice. The podcaster is setting him up to attract women he likes. Somebody else says he ain't lying. It's tough to hear the truth about yourself. Folks got to stop being so sensitive. It has nothing to do with being sensitive. It has nothing to do with being sensitive. It has something to do with giving bad advice. Advice that's not going to help him in the long run. That's not going to help him in the long run. He can sit over here and have straight eyes. You know, people who have straight eyes, you know, people who are not cross-eyed, they still have issues with picking up women because they can't even fix themselves. But then you got people who are in the gym who out here, man, able to sit over here and see left and right at the same time. They still can pull the bad bet and they still can pull the bad babies because guess what? The discipline, they're in the gym, they're doing whatever they're supposed to do and make sure they can get a upper hand, right? So a woman says, bruh, need a haircut, stylist, sunglasses, and a nice wardrobe. That's it. This is one of your sisters that are saying this. Somebody else says, well, what's this podcast asking for, your friend? Somebody else says, all bro need is some better glasses, a haircut, and get in the gym. Self-confidence come from self-care, and bro sitting there with no fade, dusty white tee, and boxy glasses, he'll be all right if he just lock in. That's all that is. That's all that is. That's all the advice that men need to have, right? Women, once again, they're going to sit over here. Oh, well, you need to love yourself. So you need to get butt injections. So you need to do this. You need to do that. Men and women have a very different interpretation of self-care, self-worth, self-value. That's just a fact, right? That's just a fact. Men are saying, hey, well, you know what? This is what you need to do. There's two things. Boom, boom, boom. You're done, right? You're done. You'll be able to get what you want. Women, oh, well, you need to sit over here, man, and get multiple degrees. You need to say you don't need a man. You need to sit over here and get butt injections, raptor claws, moth eyelashes, the horse hair, this, that. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. But like the people said, it's bad advice. At the end of the day, it's bad advice, right? At the beginning, you were right. He definitely need to work on himself, but not sit over here and get surgery when he don't even have the money for that. He probably doesn't even have the money for that. If he ain't got the money for a haircut and some pretty decent glasses, what makes you think he got some money for a couple of $1,000 procedure? Bad advice, right? Bad advice. And this is a type of men that kind of give Red Pill and Manosphere a bad name, right? To some degree, because I'm not going to sit over here and say everything that he says is wrong, but that's just bad advice. And he knows it. He knows better than that. But do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe. Do better, guys.